What's up YouTube? I'm Shanti Hall and this is Game Talk. For today's game, we have the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. I wanted to watch this game because the Lakers are on a 6-game losing streak and I want to see if they bounce back. But before I get into my breakdown of the game and share my thoughts, let's talk about the numbers. Final score of the game was 114-96 with the Timberwolves taking the win. For the T-Wolves, Jimmy Butler had 28 points and 9 assists. Andrew Wiggins had 21 points, 9 rebounds and 4 assists. And Karl Anthony Towns had 16 points and 13 rebounds. As a team, the Timberwolves shot 49% from the field and 35% from the three-point line. For the Lakers, Brandon Ingram had 14 points and 5 rebounds. Julius Randle had 15 points and 12 rebounds. And Jordan Clarkson had 20 points. As a team, the Lakers shot 44% from the field, 30% from the three-point line. So as you can tell from the box score, it was a pretty one-sided game in favor of the T-Wolves. The Lakers never really had control at all in this game, and their loss streak extends to 7. But now I want to talk about both teams, starting with the Lakers. And the first and probably the biggest thing this whole game for the Lakers was how tired they were. This is the second game of a back-to-back after a tough double overtime loss to Houston. I don't want to make excuses for anybody, but I have to say that this fatigue probably hit the starters especially hard, as no starter for the Lakers scored until about 9.5 minutes left in the second quarter. The second thing that I noticed for the Lakers was that there wasn't a lot of ball movement tonight. Ball would stick with one person often, and they'd either force up a tough shot or turn the ball over. Speaking of turnovers, the Lakers allowed 24 turnovers tonight, which you're going to lose if you have 24 turnovers, but they also allowed 29 points off of those turnovers. And I gotta say, some of these turnovers were actually shocking. A lot of them were just lazy passes or not knowing where someone actually is. And then when they have plays like this, they weren't getting back on defense fast enough, allowing for some easy points for the T-Wolves. One more thing I want to mention for the Lakers was that their free throw shooting was pretty awful. They shot 68% from the free throw line, and it doesn't help in a game where you're having trouble scoring. And those are pretty much all my thoughts on the Lakers. It was a pretty poor performance from the Lakers, but again, they're tired. They have 3 starters out. They're on the road. Hopefully they can bounce back pretty soon. Now moving on to the Timberwolves. The first thing I noticed for the Timberwolves, and one thing they did really well, was that they continued to push the pace throughout the entire game. They got a lot of buckets from just inbounding the ball quickly and getting up court before the Lakers were set. Another thing I noticed for the Timberwolves, they did a good job protecting the paint. The best way to beat the Lakers is to make them shooters, especially from the three-point line, as they shoot one of the lowest three-point percentages in the league. With that being said, you don't want to give any NBA team uncontested looks from 3, and the Timberwolves gave the Lakers a couple this game. There were a few times the Lakers were able to bring it within 10, and that was probably the largest reason. The other one would be turnovers. Now, the Lakers did have 24, but the Timberwolves had 17, and they gave them 20 points off those 17 turnovers. The last thing I noticed for the T-Wolves was how good of a job they did getting into the paint. They really took advantage of the Lakers' lack of a rim protector down there and got some easy baskets. And that's really all I have for both of these teams. It was just a very bad night for the Lakers and a very good one for the T-Wolves. If you think I missed anything, go ahead and let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like it. If you love the NBA and love NBA videos, go ahead and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.